Friends, welcome back to Capsule number 8. This is Read Between the Lines. Last week we discussed about incendiary weapons. Now the first issue is chemical weapons. Recently, United Nations Joint Investigative Mechanism says that Syria used chemical weapons during 2014-2015. The panel of United Nations identified the perpetrators of 3 chemical attacks during 2014 and 2015. If you look at the map of Syria, please look into this. Damascus and Aleppo are 2 important cities. Damascus is the capital. And if you look at the boundaries of Syria, it has got a coastline with the Mediterranean Sea. That is one important thing. Towards the northern side, it is Turkey. It has got long border with Turkey. And at the same time, it also got a long border with Iraq. So Turkey on one side, Iraq on the other side. Other countries are Jordan, then Israel, then Lebanon. These are the borders of Syria, very important. And let us come back to the discussion, chemical weapons. What are the types of chemical weapons? I listed blister agents, blood agents, nerve agents. Blister agents means they cause blisters on the skin. Please look into this slide. That means these are oily substances which will contact with the skin and cause large scale skin blisters which resembles like burns. So sulfur mustard, nitrogen mustard, these are examples of blister agents. And then blood agents. Blood agents basically inhibit the ability of blood cells to carry oxygen. Basically, blood carries oxygen, and if blood agents like hydrogen cyanide, cyanogen chloride, arsen are there, then they inhibit the ability of blood cells to utilize and transfer oxygen. Third one is nerve agents. These are extensively in the news since World War II, and these are extremely toxic and have rapid effect. They enters the body either through inhalation or through skin. And examples are tabun, serine, soman, VX. These are examples of nerve agents. So these are examples of chemical weapons. And what about conventions? There is Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, or OPCW. This is headquartered in The Hague. It is basically vested with the implementation of Chemical Weapons Convention. The overall goal is world free of chemical weapons. This was entered into force in the year 1997. It has got 192 member states. The 4 main goals are destroying all chemical weapons under international scrutiny. Second important aspect is monitoring the chemical industry to prevent re-emergence of chemical weapons or new chemical weapons. Then protection to the countries against chemical threat. And the last one is international cooperation for implementing the convention. So this is all about the chemical weapons. Last week we discussed about incendiary weapons. They are not chemical weapons. Look into the next issue, that is Unified Payment Interface, or UPEI. It was recently launched, and if someone talks about the regulator for digital payments, that is Reserve Bank of India, and the authority behind the launch of Unified Payment Interface, that is NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, that is established by core promoter banks. Some banks came forward so as to promote digital payments. It was established by some commercial banks. And this NPCI is basically vested at looking at digital payments. The regulator is Reserve Bank of India, but the framework is normally being developed by NPCI, please don't forget. And now we are talking about Unified Payment Interface. And before going into that, let us look at the gradual evolution towards digital payments. If you look at internet banking, NEFT, RTGS, IMPS, these were developed some time back. All of you are familiar with internet banking, NEFT, RTGS. NEFT is for small value transfers, RTGS is for big value transfers, IMPS is for transfer of money through mobiles. Then if you come back to the present era, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana accounts, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana accounts, more than 20 crore accounts were opened in recent times. Second important point is indigenously developed RuPay cards are being given to Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account holders. In lieu of Visa and MasterCards, NPCI came up with RuPay cards, and these are being given extensively to Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account holders. Third important aspect is the DBT platform. After direct benefit transfer for LPG, now government is coming up with several measures to include more and more services under DBT platform, direct benefit transfer platform, where the subsidies will be directly transferred into bank accounts. Then statutory framework for Aadhaar. Now Aadhaar got a statutory status. Then integration with JAM, integration of Jan Dhan Yojana bank account, then Aadhaar and mobile. With integration of these three, then duplication will be eliminated. Then contactless payments through near field communication technology. Reserve Bank of India permitted transactions through near field communication technology. Just tap and go. You need not swipe the card. Now NPCI rolled out unified payment interface. Then shortly NPCI is going to roll out Bharat Bill Payment System. What is the purpose of Bharat Bill Payment System? Bharat Bill Payment System is to facilitate easy payment of bills like municipal taxes, like school fees, like electricity charges. Regular payments can be made very easily. That is the purpose of Bharat Bill Payment System. That is going to come up shortly. Now this unified payments interface is launched by NPCI. So what is special about the UPEI? That is Unified Payment Interface. This payment system allows money transfer between two bank accounts by using a smartphone. This is an improvement over IMPS. Here, there are no hassles of typing sensitive information like bank account details, IFSC code, passwords of net banking, digital wallets, etc. That means your entire information will be at the back end and only virtual address will be created, which will act as link. So here virtual payment address will be created and entire information will be there at the back end. So this allows a customer to pay directly from a bank account to different merchants, right? And per transaction limit is kept as rupees 1 lakh. So it is improvement over IMPS because here only with the virtual address you can transfer money from smartphone, right? If you look at the schematic diagram of a unified payment interface, you have to download the app from Play Store and install in your smartphone, then set app login, then create virtual address, then add your bank account, then set MPIN, then start transaction using UPEI. You need not type this account numbers, IFSC code, all these things. This virtual address will take care of everything. Your details will be at the back end. Only you have to create a virtual address. So this is all about unified payment interface and it is going to be revolutionary, and shortly BBPS is also coming up. With that, government's intention is to bring most of the transactions into the digital framework, and once most of the transactions are on digital platform, then black money will be reduced and taxation will increase. These are the biggest advantages. And the Scandinavian countries like Norway, Sweden, they are pioneers in implementation of digital payments, and the aim of certain countries is to eliminate cash transactions altogether by 2030. Some countries are planning for it, right? Look at the last one, Scorpion leaks by the Australian newspaper. Recently, there is a news item that 22,000 pages of Scorpion submarine data was leaked, and this Scorpion submarines, the technology belongs to DCNS France. DCNS is the firm, belongs to France. They are the inventors of these Scorpion submarines, and India, France, Malaysia, Australia, Chile are some countries which acquired this class of submarines. And in India, These are being built by Mazecon Docks Limited. Mazecon Docks Limited is headquartered in Mumbai, and with the technical collaboration from DCNS of France, these submarines are being built in Mazecon Docks Limited. And Australian newspaper, The Australian, recently stated that 22,000 pages pertaining to Scorpion submarines is leaked. And I would like to tell you, shipyards in public sector, because if someone talks about shipyards, people feel that they are under the Ministry of Shipping. It is not true. Only Cochin Shipyard Limited and Hooghly Dock and Port Engineers Limited, Kolkata, these two are under Ministry of Shipping. And Hindustan Shipyard Limited, Visakhapatnam, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, Kolkata, then Mazecon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, Mumbai, then Goa Shipyard Limited, Goa. These four are under the Ministry of Defence, please don't forget. So these submarines are being built at Mazecon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, and all of you heard about the Calvary, and this Calvary is going to join the fleet of Indian Navy maybe by the end of this year. So this Calvary is the Scorpion class of submarine being built by Mazecon Docks Limited, Mumbai. And in view of the leaks, one has to look at the prime characteristics of submarines. For these submarines, the important characteristics are stealth capabilities. You may ask, what is the meaning of stealth? They cannot be detected. Normally, undersea objects are detected by sonars, but the stealth capabilities of submarines makes it not detectable. It will detect other objects, but it cannot be seen. That is the beauty of this stealth capabilities. So, if you look at the prime characteristics of submarines, first one is acoustics. Acoustics means using sound to determine the distance and direction of something. And here, acoustic quieting or damping of vibrations is being done in modern submarines. Here, through acoustic quieting or damping of vibrations, that is the special feature of this modern day submarines. They cannot be detected. Vibrations will not be there. So the vibrations will be dampened. Then stealth capabilities means they include frequencies that gather intelligence and noise levels they make at various speeds, and this should not be revealed outside. If these sensitive informations are leaked outside, then what will happen? It is very easy to detect submarines. Third important aspect is propulsion or cavitation design. This is the basic design data of submarines. If it is leaked outside, then the secrecy of submarines below the sea level will be lost. So this is very important, and we have to wait and see the type of information leaked and future course of action by not only French government but also by Indian government as far as the leak of data pertaining to Scorpion submarines is concerned. Here, important aspect is Mazecon Docks Shipbuilders Limited is under the Ministry of Defence, and DCNS is the inventor of this Scorpion class of submarines, and it belongs to France. And Scorpion class of submarines means basic thing is stealth capabilities. That means it cannot be detected easily. Right friends, with this let us conclude read between the lines. So this is the last module for this week. Have a nice day. Thank you.